Hey people, D-Man here. Today I'm reviewing Amphibia Season 3, Episode 6. Now there are two episodes to this like usual, or two parts, whatever you want to prefer. Um, and the first one is Mr. X, and the second one is Sprig's birthday. Now, it's fairly interesting, so let's do spoiler free first. So spoiler free, um, Mr. X, I'm sure you can gather what that is. It's the government episode. I can't really say much more without spoiling it, but very interesting, and it leaves off on a cliffhanger. And then Sprig's birthday, it's his birthday. Not gonna spoil that, but it's interesting, I guess. But yeah. That's the spoiler section, I guess. Let's move on to the spoiler. That's the spoiler free section. Let's move on to the spoiler section. Spoiler alert.
Just remember to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, share this video, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Okay, so let's start off with Mr. X. Okay, so basically, this starts off with us meeting Mr. X and his assistant, I guess. And they're basically in an ice cream truck to be, cognito. Even though they could be like in any kind of not ice cream truck, ice cream van. Even though it'd be better off to be in like any other van because kids go up to ice cream trucks, but whatever, I guess. um. Anyways, he's after Anne and the Planters because of all he's heard and stuff. And he figures out where she is. He almost sees her in the first place because he goes to the restaurant. But then he figures out where she is. She's at the movie theater with the Planters, showing them the movies. He goes there, and there's a pursuing chase afterwards. And they're chased throughout the movie theater. There's some hijinks. There's some funniness there. At the end, they outsmart him. Well, Anne's parents do because Anne says, like, I don't want my parents in danger. But at the end, the parents come in clutch and save the day, which is pretty funny. Because that's just what happens. And they leave frogs behind to trick this guy. Maybe he'll think, like, ooh, was I only chasing frogs? Because he saw Hop Pop. So yeah, he knows that they're real. And he knows that they're out there. But yeah, interesting to say the least. It was pretty interesting. At the end, they did escape, and I'm sure he is going to come back into the story eventually. When is he going to do it? Not sure when he's going to do it, but I'm sure he is going to do it. And I'm even thinking that by the end, perhaps, he will have to help. He will be like he will have to help them fight against King Andreas. I think that him and his forces will have to help because King Andreas does want to invade the Earth. So that's a thing. But yeah, all in all, pretty interesting. And he's still out there after them. I'm surprised he hasn't found them yet because he saw Anne's face and stuff. But whatever. Anyways, after that is Sprig's birthday, and it's Sprig's birthday. We find out that Sprig's 11. I thought he'd be older. But he's only 11. Let's see. We find out that the Amphibia way of doing birthdays is basically wearing a crown and then just reflecting on your years of life. So that's pretty interesting, I guess. And then Anne's just like, we're gonna, like, we are taking you out and we're gonna enjoy life. Like, we're doing Earth's birthday, Earth style birthday. And she takes him out and does a bunch of stuff. And at the end, he's just like, wow, that was super cool. That was super fun. So that was top 3 birthdays. And she's just like, top 3? I want it to be number 1 birthday. So she takes him to an air balloon, what turns out to be like a reference to Pennywise. And then they go on they go on this air balloon flight by themselves because they accidentally end up stealing it, kind of. And they go on this air balloon flight. Shenanigans happen. Obviously, they have to dodge a bunch of things. They have to do a bunch of things. And at the end, they have to jump out of the air balloon in the middle of the sky. And they're falling towards their death. Even though, couldn't Anne use her special powers? And couldn't Sprig use his tongue to, like, wrap around something? I don't know. They were right next to a crane. I assume Sprig could have used his tongue because his tongue was shown to be very useful in this episode. And then he would have wrapped around the crane or something, but whatever. It's a cartoon. Those are just some flaws that you don't think about. I guess if you're falling to your death, you might not think about that either, but actually you probably would, because if you're falling to your death, you'd probably try anything. But at the end, Anne says that she got him a present and stuff. It's pretty funny. So they're falling, and then they end up surviving, obviously, because they're the main characters of the show. Anne gives Sprig his present, which is not binoculars, a telescope? Yeah, a telescope with his name on it. And I'm sure we'll see that in future episodes. But interesting to say the least. And then at the end they walk home and he tells Anne what his favorite birthdays were. The first one was when he was born, and the second one when his mom and dad gave him his hat. So yeah, pretty interesting, pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So 2 interesting episodes, but still a little bit lackluster. Can't wait till it gets into the really good part. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, share, hit that bell notification. That's the best way to keep my channel. Link down below to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, friends, stay sane. Peace.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, and share this video. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.